This is a video covering some of the drawing features in Adobe Illustrator. What we're going to make today is this paintbrush. The first thing to do is to get the panels we need showing. At the top, click on Window, hover over Workspace, click on Reset Essentials Classic, or if you don't see that, then click on Essentials Classic. That will give us the Properties panel and the Advanced toolbar. We need to open up a blank Illustrator document. Mine is 8.5 inches wide and 11 inches high. So there's several tools we're going to be using. There's the selection tool that selects entire objects, and then there's the direct selection tool that can select parts of objects. If you hover over them, it says what they are. Also, we're going to be using the Add Anchor Point tool and the Anchor Point tool. They're grouped together with the Pen tool. So in order to get to one, you might have to click on another one and hold it down. We're also going to use the Rectangle tool and the Ellipse tool. And again, these are grouped together, so to get from one to another, you may need to hold down one of them. The next thing we're going to do is draw a rectangle. So click on the Rectangle tool, and then also over in the Properties panel, we want to have a fill of white for now. And a stroke of black. You click on them, you can change the color. And the stroke, we want to have 3 points thick. With the Rectangle tool selected, click anywhere on the artboard, and we want our rectangle to be 0.5 inches wide and 6 inches high. Then click OK or Enter, and we have our first rectangle. So if you click on the Selection tool, you can move that around. Now we're going to draw another rectangle, so click on the Rectangle tool, click on the artboard again. It's 0.6 inches wide and 1 inch high for the second rectangle. Click on the Selection tool and move it. There. Now the next tool we're going to need is the Ellipse tool. Select that and click on the artboard. We want our ellipse to be 1 inch wide and 1 inch high. And click OK. So click on the artboard to deselect, and this time we're going to use the Direct Selection tool that allows us to select parts of an object. Click on the very edge when it says Path, and you'll see we have 4 anchor points. These white boxes are called anchor points. And we're going to click on the top one and drag it straight up till it looks about like that. The next thing we need to use is the Anchor Point tool. The Anchor Point tool will convert an anchor point from a corner to a smooth, or from a smooth to a corner. So if you click on the right handle, these are called handles, and drag it straight down, we're converting the anchor point from a smooth to a corner. And click on the selection tool, and we have the brush tip completed. Drag that over. Now the next thing we're going to do is round off the bottom of our paintbrush. So we're going to need the Add Anchor Point tool, and that is grouped together with the Anchor Point tool. Click right in the middle of the bottom line of that rectangle, and that adds an anchor point. Now on your keyboard, press the down arrow several times to move the anchor point, and then we're going to convert this one from a corner to a smooth. So with the anchor point tool, click on the anchor point and drag to the left just a little ways. Now that has become a smooth anchor point. Now to put color in, we're going to use the selection tool. Click on the handle part of the brush, and we're going to click on the fill button in the properties panel, and this is the swatches panel, and we'll choose a brown. That changes the color. And for this next part, we're going to click on there with the selection tool again, and this one we're going to make gray. And then we're going to click on the brush tip. This one will make black. And that covers some of the drawing features in Adobe Illustrator. I hope you find it useful.